Hello, good afternoon. It's Sunday, October the 17th, 2021. I'm Ben Shatliff, and this is Ben Shatliff on Sunday. First of all, we've not been on air for a couple of weeks. That's due to myself having a rather nasty cough and a cold, and also some work going on around our house last weekend. So I took a small, unexpected break. I'm going to be with you every Sunday at 12 o'clock. This week I'm combining what I would normally do with the Gospel reading with my thoughts of the week with Ben Shatliff on Sunday. We may look eventually at doing a live broadcast at 12 o'clock, but at the moment I want to make sure that everything goes according to plan. Enough about me, this is all about everybody else. This week has not been a very good week. What happened on Friday with the murder of the MP, Sir David Ames, was absolutely despicable and devastating for everybody. Anybody who is in any public life, anybody at all, should be able to go about their business, whoever they are, without coming under any kind of attack. I'm also aware this weekend as well that personal friends have also lost loved ones and various different things which have gone on recently, so thoughts are all with those. We'll look at the main news of the weekend, and of course the news is dominated by the death of Sir David Ames on Friday. Priti Patel, the Home Secretary, has said we need to close any security gaps, and it's already been said about the murder was an attack on our democracy. Police protection is being considered for MPs after what happened. And also looking at some of the other news stories as well affecting this weekend. 17 American missionaries, including children, have been kidnapped, and at least 8 people have died and dozens are missing in floods in southern India. So our thoughts and prayers this weekend are for with the family of David Ames, the families of anybody and friends of anybody who has lost any loved ones at all. And the thoughts are with the world. We've been through so much over the last 18 months, and at a time when you think that things are maybe coming back to normality, and we hear some of these very tragic stories. I'm going to share something on the entertainment news at the end of this broadcast. But let's just go now to today's Gospel reading, which I heard in church just a short time ago. A reading from the Holy Gospel according to St. Mark. James and John, the sons of Zebedee, approached Jesus. Master, they said to him, we want you to do us a favour. He said to them, what is it you want me to do for you? They said to him, allow us to sit one at your right hand and the other at your left in glory. You do not know what you are asking, Jesus said to them. Can you drink the cup that I must drink, or be baptized with the baptism from which I must be baptized? They replied, we can. Jesus said to them, the cup that I must drink you shall drink, and with the baptism with which I must be baptized you shall be baptized. But as for seats at my right hand and my left, these are not mine to grant. They belong to those to whom they have been allotted. When the other 10 heard this, they began to feel indignant with James and John, and so Jesus called them to him and said to them, you know that among the pagans their so-called rulers lord over them, and they grant men make their authority felt. Their great men make their authority felt. This is not to happen among you. No, anyone who wants to become great among you must be your servant, and anyone who wants to be first among you must be slave to all. For the Son of Man himself did not come to be served, but to serve, and to give his life as a ransom for many. I'm not going to comment on the Gospel this weekend. I'm going to leave that for everybody's own thoughts. There's a lot of stuff which I've already mentioned which has gone on, and those are very, very good words from our good Lord Jesus Christ. Friends, before I move on to something on an entertainment side, because I don't want this just to be completely grim, although at the moment I know there's a lot of stuff which is going on for everybody. But I just want to share a few thoughts with everybody from when I myself was in the world of politics. When people join a political party, I'll say a political party on this occasion, because when you do these broadcasts and people involved in the media and various other organisations try and be apolitical, not being biased to any political party or not to show support and all that kind of stuff. However, though, I have sometimes shared my opinions regarding different stuff. But when you join a political party, you want to be involved in that party. You also want to win at elections. You want to win on every level, but you enjoy being part of it. And it's good when you can go to the razzmatazz of some of the things like the conferences. And in my situation, I met Tony Blair at different conferences, and Gordon Brown, and Ed Miliband. And I used to very much enjoy what I used to do, but I also used to go around knocking on doors. Similar to that, so I may even do. But my neighbour's not wondering what's going on there, but anyway, let's just give an idea. When you knock on a door, you don't know what to expect. Sometimes you can be treated with loads and loads of respect and dignity and everything else, where people are really, really pleased to see you. You might be the only person that's knocked on somebody's door, not just that day, but on several days. And it's nice to have that conversation. That's what it's all about, engaging and finding out about the issues that matter the most to every person. I did, on one occasion, knock on a door, and a knife was shown when I walked past them again. And I said, right, okay, I just moved on. And on another occasion, as my father reminded me, when I was standing in my own local area here in Greater Manchester, when there was people walking around with bottles. And there was another occasion when I was somewhere where I was also standing, and we used to deliver the leaflets and used to dread, because sometimes there could be dogs and different stuff that weren't necessarily as friendly as my little friend Bailey that you might see on the photos behind. This was just at ordinary level, knocking on doors. Sometimes as the candidate, as I was, but also other times. Another time, one of the first times I was involved, we wondered about knocking on a door because you could see this dog that looked quite large. We're thinking, oh no, should we go and approach? And then just as we're approaching, the dog wasn't just at the window of the door, they put the paw through the letterbox. There was 3 grown men, and all 3 of us quickly shot away. The point, what I'm trying to say here, is that people put themselves forward to help in a political party or for any kind of public office, not just so that they can reach the top. It might be a dream to think, yes, I'd like to run the country, but not everybody does it for the intentions of just themselves. People do it because they really do have a passion to try and help each other, to make their streets, their avenue, their road much better. Repair the loads and loads of potholes there might be, or the paving stones that aren't working. It's not always possible to be able to do what you want to do either, but not everybody realises that. And what happened to poor Sir David Ames on Friday, and what happened to Joe Cox back in 2016, when they were there meeting their local constituents. And I've done it myself. I've done roving surgeries in the past, when you're going out knocking on doors and actually letting people know that you're there to actually see what their local issues are. Me and my former MP and very good friends, Ivan Lewis, we both went out doing a special surgery locally 11 years ago, after I'd lost the election, but still trying to do stuff and just trying to engage and everything. But when people are killed doing what they want to do, actually helping people, and Sir David Ames used to say, They're helping out by doing these surgeries because the part of politics he enjoyed the most because he was engaging with everybody. My dear friends and whoever is watching this, not everybody is bad in the world of politics. People are there to try and make that difference, to make things better for each and everybody else. Let's hope that any political hostilities that people have, and believe me, I got my own with certain ones, but let's find a way of everybody working together across all parties to try and make that difference and show a united approach. Let's not attack one another just for the sake of it, or because somebody else thought the idea first. Let's realise that people are there to help one another. Now, I'm going to move away from what we've been discussing, because over the last couple of weeks, there's something I've done. In fact, I've done it twice. I went to see the new James Bond film, No Time to Die. I'm only mentioning this now because I'm trying to bring some entertainment, and obviously I know some people might think it's inappropriate in terms of obviously what we're discussing. But there was some entertainment with that film. I'm not going to give away any spoilers or anything like that. It was an absolutely fantastic film. I went to see it with my dad on the opening night, just over 2 weeks ago. Even though I was coughing, I made sure that I had my face covering on throughout most of the film. And I went to see it again 2 nights ago with my sister-in-law's dad. Absolutely fantastic. Even the second time around, it didn't seem like 2 hours and 45 minutes. It was exciting. Felt different watching the second time. What I did say was, and this is why I'm not giving any spoilers, because I was certainly not giving any spoilers, the actress Léa Seydoux, the French actress who plays Madeleine Swan, well, I thought she looked gorgeous in the first one, Inspector, even better in the second one. And Lashana Lynch, who plays one of the characters, played an absolutely fantastic part as well. They all did. So I'll say well done to Daniel Craig for doing an absolutely fantastic James Bond series over the last 15 years. And I know that the producers are out there looking for a replacement, because whatever happens in that film, we all know then that was going to be Daniel's last film. I don't know the correct height to be James Bond. I'm from the Northwest, just like Daniel Craig was. Might need to lose a few pounds. All my contact details are there if ever anybody wants me to be involved. More than happy. Friends, I just want to end today with thinking about all the stuff that we've discussed today by just thinking about one other very special thing. There's a hymn which I hope to be singing again in church very, very soon. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see. As I live each day, may I do my part to make one difference, to touch one heart. And through each day, may it be my goal to encourage one mind and inspire one soul. On this Sunday, October the 17th, 2020, I wish everybody a very happy and peaceful Sunday. The Lord is with everybody wherever we are. And anybody who is grieving or anyone who is feeling down, there is a template that we always use in our diocese in Salford. Stay with us, Lord, on our journey. Good afternoon.